Ho. No. Ho. Back. 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 Ho. Come on. Good boy. Good boy, Hen. Is that fun? Good boy. Tate's alien cows. He has super fear, so we're conquering. See, over there, our cows are up there. We have cows behind us. Oh yeah, scary. So every day we come to the road and we learn that the cows are not going to eat us. And we're trying to learn to eat grass. And we will survive, Tate. We will live. The weather this week has been really crazy. It's been good weather, but then we got a batch of really bad rain. So for this day, we decided to head over to a covered arena that was in Tunnel Hill. And I had taken Indy, Henri, and a new horse named Seven. And here I have my working student, Melanie, working with Indy. And we are doing a ground pole exercise, just working on adjustability of adjusting their stride forwards and backwards. And I was really happy with how Indy is growing up and learning how to deal with new environments. And he's been doing a very good job of continuing to progress. And I've been really happy with how he's coming along. So shortly after Melanie does a couple of these exercises, and she actually did some grid work as well, I popped on him and jumped him around a little bit bigger things and asking him to do some very technical questions as far as jumping the jumps at an angle and getting his confidence in learning to hold a line. And he still has a little bit more work on bringing his front end up. And as you can see over the oxer, he does a really good job. He's getting better and better about it. It's probably about 50% where he does a good job of lifting up his knees in his technique-wise. And 50% where we have to get that a little bit better. But all in all, he's such a fun and rideable horse. I'm really excited for him coming up. So I was really proud of him today, and he did a good job. And the next horse that we had out was Henri, and I had one of my students, Sarah Ann, got to work on him. She's ridden Henri for me a couple of times, and Henri is the opposite of Indy and is a little bit more forward ride, is a little bit more strong. And Sarah does a good job of staying soft, but still affirmative. So we kind of worked on the same things with Henri, going over the poles and going over some grid work. As you can see, he still likes to toss his head a little bit, but Sarah did a really good job of maintaining him, and he was really fun to kind of watch him figure out the grid work. And I was really proud of these two and how well they're starting to manage. And the final horse was a new horse that I have gotten in as a sale horse. And this is Seven, and he is he's 7 years old. His registered name is Lucky Number 7, and he is a Dutch Warmblood. And he is with me to be sold, so he's a very fun horse, very athletic, and he's very nicely trained. And so I've just been working with Seven, kind of getting him fitted back up and getting him to come from behind, use his hind end. And here I start jumping him over a couple of jumps. And so he has a very nice rhythm and a very good form over fences, which you can see the difference between Indy and Seven, where Indy can tend to dangle his knees a little bit. Seven is very good about snapping his knees, which is something you want to look for. And that will come around with Indy. It's just more grid work and technique I need to do. And again, it comes down to horses' style. Too, they're just like people. They're all different and kind of do things a little bit differently. And here I'm just working on getting him a little supple, pushing him a little sideways, getting him to be a little lighter on the bit and come from behind. He does tend to want to break a little bit low and wants to get low in the bridle and behind the vertical. So that's just a matter of getting the transitions, and then here I just drop the reins and let him trot on the loose rein every now and then. So it was quite a fun day. We put the jump up for him, and he was quite happy to go to the bigger fences. And it's such a nice and lovely horse. He has beautiful changes, and I really enjoyed myself riding him. So I'm excited to kind of bring him along and find his next person to where he can really flourish in his new job. But this is a really, really nice horse and very quiet-minded. He's just going to be a really nice guy.
Seven, you're so wild. Says, take my bridle off, please.